right, so take two on my cutting board here. If you remember last year on the cutting board that I tried making and epically failed. So this year I'm actually making it out of the black walnut. So this is one of the boards that I started with right here on the left, and it's about a 1/2 inch to 3/4 inch thick, so it should be pretty decent. And what I did is today I started getting my pieces ready to cut, because the big problem that I had last year was with the vibrations when I was doing my routing, it split. So everything that I took a look at pretty much said that you want to do strips. And if you know, I'm like, well, that makes sense, because now if you have any vibrations, it's only going to cut or break through one piece compared to all of them. And well, we'll see how it goes. But I milled off. So what I did is I ended up taking that board over there and got all the nice black black walnut premium, so the inside where there's no white on it. And I think this is going to turn out really nice. And for the second cutting board that I'm going to do, I want to see how this one turns out, and then if I want to, I can start putting some of this white stuff in, and we'll see how that goes. But right now I've got everything cut into sections on how I want it, and I'm going to start gluing and go from there. All right, so we got it all glued, all clamped together. And keep in mind those two boards on the left hand side there. So this one and that one, those are only spacers. So all that premium dark black walnut from the center of the boards, that's all that. So now this says about 30 minutes to kind of dry, but 24 hours to cure. So I'm probably going to give it a lot longer than that. I'm just going to let it sit, because again, like last time, it held together just fine last time, but problem was obviously that it splits, and then it just wasn't turning out well. So we'll see how this one goes, and you know, if it turns out nice after I get it all sanded and everything, and you never know. We'll see how, you know, we'll see if I can gift it for a Christmas present or something, or turn around and sell it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but we got way too much black walnut to kind of waste. And if I can do a bunch of cutting boards and say sell them for a couple $100, hey, it's worth it. All right, we'll check back with you in 24 to 36 hours. All right, it has been 24 hours. Glue looks really good. I already started doing a little bit of hand planing. So we've got some high spots, but I already knew that, and that's completely okay. So keep in mind that everything is cut by hand with just the circle saw, because my table saw and my miter saw, those are all up north, and I'm going to have to rethink about bringing those back. So, but everything is holding really, really well. It looks nice. I'm excited to see how this actually turns out, but in the meantime, I've got some planing to do on this side, planing on the other side, and then lots of sanding. All right, so we got her all sanded out. The downside is I've got a very low spot, and there was a knot that came through from the other side. So I'm gonna finish this thing up because it looks just really, really nice, but you know, learn some things while doing this as well, and gonna go round 2 on that center board right here. So that'll be round 2 of making the cutting board. But either way, it's like, I'm actually really happy on how well this thing turned out. But I had a low piece and I sanded, and then this flaked up, and it is what it is. But otherwise, like, the grain pattern is just amazing. And then once you get this thing wet, oh, it looks even better. So I'll finish this video up with adding the mineral oil. I also ordered some pegs for the back, so that way it's not on the countertop exactly, and some glue spots as well. So some spots didn't sit exactly how I wanted, but either way, got a little bit of finishing up, and then I'll start again probably on Sunday. It's all sanded up. Still got that one little spot there, but that's okay because I'm not giving this one to anyone. We're gonna put some oil on and see how it looks.
Oh yes, so late. When it turns green, it says like, there. No.
All right, so here is the finalized product. The feet came, so I got those installed, nice and level. So from here, cook up some steaks, try it out, see how it works. I'm excited to use it. All right, so as you can see from the previous pictures, we had our first official test run. So the number one thing that I noticed of this is that it's kind of hard to tell, but I need to add one more coat of oil on these. So this one had 2. I'm probably going to do 3, and I'm going to let it sit for 24 to 36 hours before I put, coat number 2 on and then coat number 3 on. So, and the main reason why is because when I cook my steaks, I always put oil on them as well, and the oil kind of seeped through a little bit. It's kind of hard to see on here, but like in actual daylight, then you can definitely tell. The other thing that I noticed is that we use the really nice Wusthof knife for cutting, and there's a couple of nicks, but it's, not bad at all. It's pretty much exactly what you would expect from a cutting board. Well, you take a very sharp knife to a piece of wood, you're going to get score lines, and that's going to happen, whatever. So, but overall, I'm very happy with how this thing turned out. We tenderized all of our steaks on this cutting board. I would use this one just like what I normally do with ones that I usually buy. I mean, kind of, an easy way to say it, I beat the crap out of this thing tonight. It held up, it did really well, and we're going to continue using it. So again, this is not one that we're selling, but this is one that I wanted to make, especially after last year's epic failure. We still have that one little section right here, so this is why I am not giving this to anyone, but kind of go from there. You learn from your mistakes and you make it better. All right, we'll see you in the next video.